Hello, and once again, I'm still Paul. And once again, here I am, again. And welcome back to another wandering aimlessness into the reckless mayhem and adventures of ink. Someone once said that a picture says 1,000 words. I have no idea who said this, but I know someone said it, so I did a bit of research. To accomplish this research, I used the universal infinite interweb of all conceivable knowledge of very important things, both useful and useless, sometimes being one and the same, also known as the internet, so that I could discover who in fact coined this phrase. And what I found out is this, and most of this information I stumbled across reading the Wikipedia article covering this very topic. Some dude called Arthur Brisbane, such as it was, an American newspaper editor from Buffalo, New York, wrote, back in 1911, "Use a picture, it's worth 1,000 words. Then some other clever advertiser person, apparently, in a 1913 newspaper advertisement, used a very similar sentence saying, 'One look is worth 1,000 words.' This particular version of the phrase was used by the Pickaway Auto Supply House in Pickaway, Ohio. Not sure that they're still in business. At any rate, upon reading further through the article, I learned that the modern usage of this phrase is for the most part attributed to some dude named Fred. His full name is Fred R. Bernard. He was, as far as I could discover, some kind of advertising manager for the Street Railways Advertising Company, which had offices located in New York, Chicago, and San Francisco. I wasn't ever really able to nail down who in fact coined this important old phrase, but this dude Fred claimed that it was originally some kind of ancient Chinese proverb. He came up with this clever claim thinking that his customers would take this phrase more serious. I guess this strategy may have worked, but who am I to say? The original Chinese expression this dude named Fred may have been referring to reads as such: "Hearing something 100 times isn't better than seeing it once." After all this, I guess that this phrase is simply meant to express that a notion, no matter how intricate of an idea it may be, can be explained with a picture, and that perhaps this picture then is able to convey its secret meaning more effectively than words. I don't know if I agree with any of this. I mean, yeah, some dude named Fred said it, someone used it in an advertisement. It may or may not have been an ancient Chinese proverb, and in the end, the importance of who in fact coined this phrase isn't really all that important. What is important is that 1,000 words is a lot of words. And this large amount of words then has me wondering how a doodle fits into all this. 10,000 words, 1,000 words, or even 100 words can say a lot. Whereas a doodle, whether it's simple or intricate, most of the time leaves me feeling speechless, or at least at some sort of mystical loss for words, which I like. Most of the time, I just want to look at a cool doodle and say, "Wow, that's a cool doodle," or "Wow, that's a cool drawing," and either of those are only 5 words. And just because I'm at a loss for words when looking at a really cool doodle doesn't mean it's any less of a doodle or any less of a drawing. Most of the time, my mind is too busy getting tangled up with all the meandering line work to worry about what kind of important words I can come up with to describe what I'm seeing. Usually my mind gets lost or submerged, searching for patterns, shapes, forms, some point to set my focus on, which is why I love meandering doodles and intricate drawings. And if a doodle or a drawing can take words away from me, then I would have to say, go draw a picture or go doodle a doodle. If it can take words away from someone or leave them speechless, then it must be a good drawing. I mean, in this entire monologue, I'll bet I say maybe round about 1,000 words or so, and I would never expect anyone to use 1,000 words to describe a picture that I drew, although it might be fun, I guess. I think what the picture does is, in most cases, it makes words unnecessary because words would just interfere with the vast, wandering, jaunty journey the picture sets my imagination upon, which is why I think we draw pictures so our imaginations can go on vast, jaunty journeys. At any rate, this person, whoever he or she was, said that a picture says 1,000 words is probably correct because in advertising, words cost money. But in the end, I think a good doodle and a mesmerizing, intricate drawing should just confound any observer's brain into a peaceful, playful place buried deep in everyone's imagination where he or she is left wondering how all of those lines started and converged into such a thing in the first place. So before I wind up my wandering doodle dialogue here, I wanted to say a few words about blueberries because they have absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about. This year for my birthday I got 3 blueberry bushes. They were guaranteed to produce blueberries upon arrival, and they did. Very many, actually. Several clusters of green blueberries were waiting for me every day as I watered my new blueberry bushes, looking riper as they soaked up the sunshine. However, a dark and devious problem developed unbeknownst to me. The deer found out about my blueberries, and just as my blueberries were getting nice and juicy and ripe, the deer snuck in one night and cleaned up all of my blueberries, all but 5. So I was just happy that I got 5 ripe blueberries off my new blueberry bushes this year, and they tasted good. And on that note, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep your pen on the paper. Until next time, goodbye. By the way, I said 1,084 words in this video.